Well, it's that time at last. It's the day that we're building up to the inaugural final of the Women's Premier League. And what a tournament it's been so far, really, because we've seen some very good cricket. Yes, there were things we were discussing yesterday on our show. By the way, in case any of y'all are just joining us, we're joined today by Arun from the AajTak app.
Yeah.
That's the app I keep plugging on his request.
Yeah, several requests.
No, you're mistaking me with Sidvi. Ek baar mein I listened.
I'm taking you as an entity.
One team.
One team.
Yes. GGK, the reason we're late is because, other women were also busy making history in the World Boxing Championship. So we kind of had to keep an eye out on that. Roy SP Shane sitting in so much discipline. Can't move too much. These chairs are very squeaky. So if I move even half an inch, all you'll hear is teet. And it's annoying enough for us. Yeah, they're really bad. These are the better ones. Trust me. So any which way, we are switching focus back to the topic in hand. Delhi Capitals women versus the Mumbai Indians women competing to be crowned the first ever queens of the Women's Premier League. And I'm, by the way, surrounded by two Delhi fans, all two of them.
It's very rare that two Delhi Capitals fans sit together.
It's rare to find Delhi Capitals fans. Yeah? That's what I was telling him. We had that conversation on this very show yesterday.
And even very rare to have Delhi Capitals fans outnumbering anyone anywhere. Yeah, exactly. That's what's happening here.
Yes. That doesn't even happen.
No, I'm a Kolkata fan.
No, but Delhi fans what he said, Delhi fans outnumbering any other set of fans doesn't even happen at the Kotla.
Exactly.
Let's be honest about it. Even if Delhi are playing in Kotla,
even then they are chanting some other guy's name.
Exactly.
Or if you have Kolkata playing, there's a sizable Bengali contingent.
Anyway, let's shift the focus back to Delhi Capitals because they have reached the final.
Yes.
They were the first ones.
Exactly.
They are favorites to win the title.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Normally, I would never normally put Delhi as favorites to win a title, but this time around, yes. Fair point. Even the last time,
in franchise sport, let's be honest about it. Delhi has not had any sort of luck across sports.
They did win the Hockey Pro League or whatever that was. That particular franchise tournament, Delhi won and it went defunct.
Yeah.
So that's really bad luck.
You had
I hope it changes today.
Yeah.
It should, considering if you look at, for me, I'm giving Delhi the edge for one reason, their skipper. Meg Lanning, the queen of big match performances, leading a team to glory. Who knows better than her?
There is a soft corner for Harmanpreet Kaur.
Yeah,
she has went up against McLaren
so many times and lost. Comprehensively.
But still, I want Delhi Capitals to win at least once. Even if it's just Women Premier League, not just Women Premier League. I'm sorry.
In general, also you can troll them. It's quite all right. See, you can troll them about other things also. In the men's side, for 2 years we've been hyping up Bumrah Archer. We haven't got it once yet.
Yeah.
Maybe next year's the year.
Maybe. You've got Archer, right?
GGK is saying that hope DC win the WPL and Punjab win IPL so that we control RCB fans. He's next level. Shane thinks same. Wow, I would certainly like to see Punjab winning the IPL. Oh man, Vikrant would be very happy.
That will not happen.
Yeah, that's very unlikely at this point, especially considering they now don't have Besto
as well.
He would have been a game changer for them.
And RCB don't have 4 players if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, there's no Rashad Patidar.
Initial part. Same for Patidar. Hazelwood, I guess. And there is one
Hazelwood, why isn't he available?
He isn't available for the first.
I think he's still nursing that
injury. That ruled him out of the ODI series.
Okay.
And they lost Will Jacks. Even though they've got
a replacement
for it.
They've got Bracewell and somebody who picked up wickets by the way here.
In India.
So you never know if he's given the ball also.
Yeah, considering Maxwell probably isn't going to bowl that much with his fitness.
So who's gonna be?
I think the concern with Maxwell is will he be batting that much? Will he be playing that much?
He'll play. He has to play. No. But batting, I think, will be the only thing he does.
Guys, there'll be enough time for IPL. There'll be 2 months to talk about IPL.
That's starting this week. In fact, you're talking about X Factors. 2 have been named in the comments. You have Dhanraju Marpu saying Shafali, and you have Aryan Nakat saying Nat Skyver Brunt. I think Nat Skyver Brunt has been one of the under-heralded stars so far for MI. Probably doesn't get
operated under the radar.
Exactly.
But very effective, very effective. In some games she's given you, blistering runs as well, just about a 30 odd or 15 or 16 deliveries. Then she ends up picking 3 wickets as well. In fact, if I'm not wrong, after those 2 consecutive losses that they had, the match that they then ended up winning, it was courtesy her. And she, by the way, ended the league stage and of course in that eliminator as well. In those last 3 games for me, she looks one of the brighter players as far as Mumbai are concerned. So yes, I won't exactly disagree with what Aryan, one of the commentators, say. Aryan, right?
Yeah, Aryan.
Aryan, yeah. So he's probably right. She is definitely somebody who could have assist. Also, the fact that when you look at Mumbai and the number of all-rounders that they have, she's probably the best all-rounder that they have.
Yeah, I think Hayley Matthews could have taken that title, but she's been more effective as a bowler.
And
very effective as a bowler.
Waned, I would say.
She was more effective at.
Exactly. I just feel towards the end now she's just waned a bit. She started the tournament on a high, especially with the bat. Did end up picking a few wickets as well, but
I think she's the highest wicket taker after the group stages? 13 or 14?
No,
that was Eccleston.
Eccleston,
right?
I think, is still the leader with I think
Sports the car.
15 wickets. I think at 14 you've got Ishaq.
Oh yeah, Ishaq, another one.
Ishaq is the second leading wicket taker in the tournament, and I think her taking on Meg Lanning, that's the battle I'm looking forward to, because Lanning.
Ecclestone is the highest wicket taker.
Yeah,
for Saika Ishaq is 15.
Yes.
And Matthews has 13.
There we go.
Yeah.
Same with Amelia Kerr.
But then if you're talking about stars who you would be wanting to watch out for me, Issy Wong. Issy Wong, my god.
Picked a hat-trick the other day.
So good to watch.
Picked a hat-trick?
Yes, picked a hat-trick. And she, I think, was coming close. Like, she looked like she was going to be that one bowler, potentially do it in flying form for Mumbai. Got that hat-trick. I think it surprised no one when she did.
And I'm very happy with the Mumbai Indians scouting team. Because she's just 20-year-old and she has played 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, she hasn't played much
20-year-old from England,
correct?
yeah.
I guess it's in single digits.
Yes, it would be in single digits only. So they've scouted her very well. Full credit, of course, we note for a fact their scouting department has always been excellent. They've had a knack of uncovering gems in the men's game for years.
Yeah.
Issy Wong was someone who they picked out very nicely, flew under the radar as far as buys were concerned, but my god, she's proved to be really good.
She was one of the cricketers we had to explain who is she.
Who is Issy Wong? Yes, exactly. Now everyone knows.
Yeah.
Is it, by the way, Shivam, can you just refresh this? Is it, I believe it's time for the toss.
Yes.
It will soon, We're about a minute away from toss time.
Perhaps.
Okay. And a lot of people, as we point out, as we kept pointing out, this is a battle between, in many ways, the Indian team and the Aussie team.
Yeah, also, and I just want a contest, because
A competitive final.
Because the last 2 games,
They've not been
contest. They have
contests.
not been a contest.
Yeah, they've both been one-sided.
Yes.
I think Mumbai won by 9 wickets, 8 wickets, and then Delhi returned the favour later on with a 9
wicket victory, correct.
So, one-sided contest, as Arun said.
And that's funny considering both have been the best teams this year. So, very fitting finalists, and you'd think they were in closer matches.
Do you expect a high-scoring encounter? Or maybe
I somehow
will be getting better of the battle.
Yes, I think we're going to get a low-scoring thriller. I don't know why, I just get that feeling. Low-scoring thriller is very much a possibility. So, because I think both teams really, their depth in bowling is amazing. So, I think you're going to see a few impactful performances.
I think Mumbai have an edge in the bowling department.
Yes, very slightly, but yeah, they do have an edge.
I think the two things, of course, when you look at how two teams have performed, and that's not to go, with my bias of, being a Delhiite. Yes, I'm looking forward to a Delhi win, let's say. But then in one way that I see Mumbai, in fact, rather 2 ways that I see Mumbai having the edge in this contest for 2 reasons. One.
So, once again, Delhi Capitals have won the toss.
Okay.
And they have opted to bat first.
Bat first.
This is interesting because Lanning has been choosing to
bowl
first.
Yes.
But she knows that the nerves will get better of the batters
in the second innings. Yes.
She knows that. And that is the reason.
Oh, of course, she's a 5-time world champion. So,
can't really question those.
Can't really question the decision-making ability. I'm sure it's a very well-calculated decision. Also, the finals happening in Mumbai at the Brabon. Since we've spoken of the Brabon, the 2 ways which make me feel that Mumbai have the edge in some way in this contest for 2 reasons. One, of course, the home factor. They have been, the stadiums have been flooded with the Mumbai supporters every time Mumbai have gone there and batted. That number one. Two is the fact that Delhi haven't played for a while, for good 4-5 days. Delhi haven't played while Mumbai have played, and they managed to find the momentum as well in those last couple of wins.
Talking about the crowd, did you see that Radha Yadav reaction?
I think I missed
After
that.
taking the cash, he tried to throw.
I remember that. Yes.
So I'll think that will the crowd pressure that will get the better out of Delhi players, right?
Perhaps,
Yeah,
I don't know, but again, the thing, you're not playing at the Kotla, you're playing at, Brabant, so there it's going to be...
And they're sort of used to it.
By now, true. But again, that perhaps could get the better of, let's say, the Mumbai players as well. You never know. If it just gets the best out of the Mumbai players on the day, and maybe that's what they need in a match which looks like a battle of equals, if you ask me, because both teams are so similar in so many ways. Very good all-rounders on both the sides.
Very top heavy also.
Very top heavy, and you've seen the top order only contribute runs for both the teams. So very, very similar looking teams in many ways, if you ask me.
True, and I'm reading the comments from the captains. Both of them seem to have got very interesting and very different mindsets. Meg Lanning saying looks a good wicket and we'll back ourselves. And truth be told, I remember reading about what she said, that she wants Shefali to just go out there and play, declutter her mind, go out there and play. I think if that is the plan, you want to unleash Shefali in a final. Wow, it's an interesting plan for sure. Then on the other hand, you have Harmanpreet saying, I think the wicket will swing and it doesn't look like the easiest wicket to play. Oof.
Okay.
That's
two very different interpretations of the conditions.
Exactly. I wonder who's correct.
Either way, Wong comes into play.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Especially
with the pace. Also with her raw pace is always going to be an X factor.
Absolutely. But I'd like to see which of these two captains actually is correct in their reading, because again, if it is swinging early on, then people are going to question Meg Lanning's call to actually, choose to bat first, having won the toss.
And both have the same 11?
I'm pretty sure both would be playing the same 11. For my money, Harmanpreet never really likes changing. So we're going with the same 11.
And as far as Delhi go, can we just scroll down?
Oh, they have one change.
Yes.
Minnu Mani comes in. I'm very surprised. They went for Minnu Mani. I thought, Poonam, last game, I don't think they used it all.
Exactly.
I did think they would go for Tara Norris. Because again, Tara Norris, associate player, you could have brought in a fifth foreigner.
Yeah.
But I think they decided to back Minnu Mani in this case.
Yeah.
Fair call. So that's the only change they have.
Yeah.
Again, not a surprising change considering Poonam was not used at all in the last game.
Yeah.
But again, Tara Norris maybe, I don't know. Let's see. I can't really question Meg Lanning's thinking when it comes to big finals.
Also because Tara Norris, again, she was used in a couple of matches to begin with, but after that wasn't selected in the team often. And it's worked well for the team, whatever composition that they've gone ahead with the playing 11, it's just worked well for the Delhi Capitals.
It has. And they've generally been pretty settled in terms of how their 11 looks. Maybe a tweak here or there, not too much chopping and changing. So it's good. I think both teams have very settled looks. Even with Mumbai, I think it's no surprise whatsoever that we saw no changes. Harmanpreet, from my memory, not a captain who likes chopping and changing too much. Winning team, if it isn't broke, why fix it?
Yeah.
So again, no real surprises there for them. Good, two very strong playing 11s really when you look at it. Let's see though what is it that our family members are saying. Can we check out some comments, Shivam? Let's see. Let's see. Pranav Anand says that there was an impact player rule in the WPL. Which team do you think would have benefited the most? Most probably MI with lots of ARs would be the final two teams that qualified. Would have been different?
I don't think so. Because this rule negates the
all-rounder.
As Ponting points out.
Ponting points. Yeah, because...
And I won't question Ponting in that way.
Yeah, no, he's right, because you're fielding two 11s. One will be batter heavy, one will be bowler heavy, depending on how it is you're playing.
Like we do in our games. One will bat and one of you will bowl.
One will bowl, correct. So yeah, that's exactly how it goes. And actually, your bits and pieces all-rounders, as he put it, saying will probably not be in play as much.
I mean the real bits and pieces.
Yes. So let's take a couple more questions. Let's see. Frozen Night has no excitement for this final. Can you?
I don't like this.
I don't like that. Let's see. Can you please answer why the superstar Rohit of the team cannot attend the final? The fan this thing will go high. I agree, but he's also preparing for the men's IPL.
IPL, yeah.
And don't forget, MI last year in the IPL didn't have the best of years.
Second last they finished.
So again, I think I would want him to actually be preparing for the IPL rather than coming here and make a token appearance.
They did record a message for the.
Yeah, of course they will. Of course they will.
There is that mutual support for each other, and it doesn't always have to be in the field. You saw Virat Kohli have that chat with the RCB team after they went through that lean patch.
They actually did win a couple of games after that.
Exactly.
Their fortunes.
Yeah, they did win two matches.
Gone through this before.
Please don't go through it again. And they did. At least briefly, there was some flicker.
But again, it doesn't always have to be with physical presence in the field. You players on the sidelines of the on-field action, they have their equations and they've been talking to each other.
Aryan is also saying that Australians have always bat first in the finals, irrespective of the pitch. So
that's a good point, Aryan. Yes. Very good point. Very, very good point. Roy SP, who's by the way one KKR fan, will always bring in KKR elements and will directly speak to me.
Okay.
He says, Andre Russell and Rinku were in great touch. Yeah, so they had an intra-squad match yesterday, which I did catch bits and pieces of. They were streaming it everywhere, except Insta. So yes, good omens for the season. But right now, let's bring our focus back to the WPL. Can we scroll down? I think there would be some more. No. Oh, Aryan is in fact also pointing out 258 is what they finished at.
Oh, so they won that.
South Africa.
Oh, West Indies.
West Indies. South
Africa. West Indies finished with 258.
So they won that far from the record total.
278 was it? The record?
278.
Yeah, so 20 runs short. Not bad actually. Just scroll up slightly. We may have missed some comments. Aryan has sent us a lot of comments, which is appreciated. But
yeah, maybe we can just slow down.
No, there. Oh, wait. Bhavya coming up with an interesting thing. No, come on. That's too mean. I'm not taking that.
No.
Yeah. Slightly higher. Let's see. No, there's a lot of comments from the same people. Interesting. Thanks for that. Yeah.
Smart work, Shivam.
Smart work.
Smart. Very.
And Big Boy, who loves giving us score updates, him and Match Tracker is another one. Also giving us the updates. Yeah. So choosing to bat, again, as we said, Australians love choosing to bat when it comes to big tournaments. Maybe you think you're chasing. If you're chasing, then the pressure really comes onto you because, again, you know the target, yes, but it can sometimes be hard. So I understand the rationale. Loving the look of both the teams, really. So let's say, we've actually taken most of the comments. It's okay. Let's just go all the way down. Plus that arrow. Pranav Anand says, do you think women associate players at present are more developed in terms of their skill set than what their men's counterparts were when IPL was launched? It's a hard question to answer, really.
I mean, they were very good in the T20 World Cup, right?
Exactly.
They did beat West Indies. So I don't think that that level has sort of gone down or whether there's too much difference between the two. But no, I don't think so.
Sarat Chandra Yalamarthi has an interesting question. He's saying that can Saika Ishaq be a star? She doesn't have more variations. Agreed. But she's very good with...
very consistent.
Exactly.
Very, very effective and a very smart operator. Again, she on many occasions she's reminded me of somebody like a Ravindra Jadeja. Not just because of her bowling action, but because of the precision with which she bowls. Again, not too many tricks in the bag, but she's got her plans in place and she sticks and executes those plans.
In the women's game, I'll say she's starting to look like someone like Sophie Ecclestone. She's very thorough with her lines. She doesn't go for many runs and takes up wickets.
Well, speaking of runs and wickets, I think Jess Jonassen could be somebody who will be extremely critical for Delhi today because again,
death over specialist.
Exactly, and now Delhi are going to be defending today.
Yes.
So Jess Jonassen becomes even more pivotal.
And by the way, who's the person who's used Jess Jonassen so effectively in the death? Meg Lanning. So there was one interesting comment scrolled slightly higher. It was from Roy SP only, and this was shockingly not about KKR. He says, according to me, the WPL should have gotten a better window and somewhat not collided with the India or series.
That's impossible.
Although it's still a good initiative, but for it to grow, you need a better window. He's right,
But you can't do it.
Where is the better window?
It's partially right to be honest.
Yeah, because...
But they did skip women games when India versus Australia was going on. So there's
Yeah.
Clash.
no clash, and the fans are not divided whether to watch WPL or.
In fact, I think after the second ODI, you could have actually held a WPL game that day because it finished so quickly.
Think
we had that.
Given the packed schedule of Indian cricket now, it's the fact that he managed to have a tournament for about 3 weeks, barring men's cricket, is just great in its own way. But otherwise, if you see men's cricket, just packed.
Happy with the scheduling. It was top notch.
Yeah, I think the way they held it, I think what I want to see now is when they start having home away games proper.
Yeah.
That will be the real test, because then you'd be expecting, like, say, someone like an RCB.
You'll need
would
a
get
longer
crowds.
window then. You'll need a much longer window, because then there was no travel this time around. You were
Exactly.
only operating in
Two centers,
cities.
which is in the same city.
Say exactly, 2 centers exactly. So yeah, you had Navi Mumbai and the Brabant,
Exactly.
right? So yeah.
So you had 2 stadiums. I think, but that is the next big step. This year, see, I understand why they did it. It's a test run of sorts. First real WPL. Again, scheduling would have been an issue because you have the ODIs going on as well. Although, again, as I said, you could probably schedule one on the other days. But yeah, still, I think now that's the next major challenge. But yeah, you're right. If we have to go touring, then you'll need a bigger window. You might even see double headers come into play eventually.
Yeah, and much more games. Like this time around, you had very limited games. Just about.
I think, see, that was obviously given because you had
Just 5 teams.
Exactly.
Yeah. So as the tournament grows again, that'll be for the BCCI to then sort of figure out how to accommodate so much cricket in a calendar year. This in fact is a year where you've got the Asia Cup as well. You've got the World Cup you're hosting. The IPL is only going to get bigger with time. Then you'll have bilaterals to fit in as well. And if you're looking at the WPL also becoming a tournament which stretches to about a month, well, there's just busier days for us, I guess.
We also have to see whether the players will be available or not.
Exactly, because right now the players, women's cricket again, just coming off a World Cup and you've held it. If you extend the tournament, you might be stepping on some toes as far as bilaterals.
You in fact have had 2 World Cups. You had the Under-19 World Cup, and a few months back you had the World T20 as well.
Yeah, exactly. But again, see, right now you still kept that there. Later on, there'll be bilaterals, there'll be prep for other tournaments. It'll be a challenge, but I think it's a good challenge for them to actually be able to, figure out how exactly they do that, because it's important. You can't just have the women's tournament forever happening in 2 centers.
Yeah.
Won't be doing the women fair. Just go down. I think we might get a few more, hopefully.
Harman has 9 out of 10 tosses in the tournament.
Match that.
Unreal consistency. You can't do much about toss now.
But that's some next level, but probability laws,
Yeah.
she's right. Ideally, you would.
Plus, Saransh will agree.
Well, I think she's Harman, unfortunately, despite being MI's captain, where incidentally MI's captain is also India's captain, somehow inherited Virat Kohli's luck when it came to tosses. I have no idea how is it that happens. Tripti Dimri says, do you think that a women's team for CSK and KKR could have hyped up WPL more because they have established fan base? I don't see the buzz on UP and Gujarat. You know what, Tripti, it's a good point.
Yeah.
But I think, see, Kolkata did bid, but underbid. CSK, did they bid? I don't recall them putting in a bid.
I don't think they did.
Not entirely sure, but yes.
It doesn't seem likely that they did.
She is making a point. Yeah.
It's a good point, because I think, you're right. CSK, KKR, see, like if you look at which are the 2 teams which had a real buzz, RCB, MI.
Yeah.
Because these are very established core fan
teams,
bases. So, and they have a fan base.
Delhi also.
And Delhi.
In some other world.
So, you're right. That's the thing. UP, see, Gujarat, I actually did expect a little bit, because again, reigning IPL champions, but truth be told, you're right. Still
UP
not as
always,
traditional.
I don't see any buzz at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't see the buzz either. You're right in that regard.
And
Would have been
there are
nice.
people who are not able to connect with the maybe captain or a particular player.
True. I
They
mean,
need to connect with the player.
yeah, absolutely. That happens, it's just, but it's bad luck, and that's what happens. See, I think eventually when they start extending the tournament, you'll start seeing some other teams buy in. Kolkata did try and buy, but again, they did what they did for the men's IPL when they were bid cheap. Didn't quite happen, because teams really did shell out big bucks for the WPL franchises.
Big bucks.
Yeah. Go down. Take a couple more comments and we can call it a close. Yeah, Bhavya. No.
Type something else.
Exactly. Thoda upar
We'll
jao.
take it.
Thoda upar jao. Maybe there's a couple which we missed. Yeah, see, a lot of people pointing out that West Indies have done well in that particular T20.
Yeah,
Of
it's a
course.
39 ball century. Right?
Dhanraju, what about Mohsin? Mohsin is training with LSG right now, but might not be playing the first
that's
few games. That's the update we have.
But
Not sure.
Yeah, it's very touch and go really as
Not
far
even
as.
after 2 or 3 games.
Exactly, could be longer. Chalo, let's just take predictions from you guys though. I don't need to ask both of you. I think.
I guess.
No, but let's go score predictions. That's normally what we do.
yeah,
So Delhi batting first. What do
Delhi
you
batting
think?
first.
In excess of 150, I guess.
I think it's a high pressure situation, so not looking at anything close to 200 for sure. Also, it's, by the way, interestingly, in the latter stages of the tournament, you've not seen as many 200s as you saw in the beginning of the tournament.
Same pitches.
Yeah, so the
Pitches were very fresh.
exactly. So wickets aren't that fresh anymore. But having said that, I think anything around 165 should be a winning total.
Correct. I think they'll get 150 odd, 152, let's say. I'll go with a precise number. And I do think DC will win it. So let's see.
Alright, let's see.
So okay, that's it from us on this particular preview show. Final will be starting in a few minutes time. Plenty of other sporting action going on as well. Nikhil Zareen has won India gold medal in the World Boxing Women's Championships, and what's
Lavlina.
more, Lavlina is coming up. Her bout will be coming up
In
soon
another
enough as
15-20 minutes.
So stay tuned. We'll be bringing you all of the updates here on Sports Today. Download the SportsLink app. You'll get the updates there as well. Keep up your fingers. Thank you guys for joining us. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, tap the bell, leave us a comment. Also follow on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And stay tuned. Plenty more coming through the day. For now, though, bye bye.